asking who that, wanna know how we, why we do it. When they holler, what that?
Tell them Southside did it, shout it.
When they asking who that, wanna know how we, why we do it. When they holler, what that?
Tell them Southside did it, shout it.
Yeah, we talking about rap.
Yeah, talking about rap. Talking rap this morning. Good morning to everyone around the world. I realize, yo, man, like the more that we're doing this, like the more I'm reminded of like why I stopped like paying attention to rap shit. Cause like shit is like WWE sometimes. Shit is just like just keeping up with everybody. It's just corny. Like this thing with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Even my wife was just like what are y'all doing? Like why are we doing this? Like you know, Nicki Minaj has long since decided that she is going to be the most miserable person on the planet. Like, and obviously, my wife keeps saying like she's clearly on drugs. Like she's obviously on, but I refuse to believe that the bitch is on drugs 24/7. But like, you know, they're going at each other about each other's kids and shit.
Crazy work.
Yo, like calling the bitch's kids monkeys and shit. But like I'm not absolving Cardi B either because Cardi B has seen the inside of a courtroom like recently. You know what I'm saying? Over that she put her hands on that chick. I forget who it
And she
was
put her hands on a chick who was taking pictures of her in the gynecologist's office. So that's
on her way to yeah, something like that. Yeah. And so as much merit as there is to that situation, um, you're still inside of a courtroom for you losing your temper. And I'm not saying that it was that you're right or wrong, but as you can see, as much in the right as you might have been, you're still inside of a courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get how this works? Like, we all had to figure out how this works.
But at the same time,
Yeah.
you won when you was in that courtroom. So
Yeah. I mean, but
you
your ass is still in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she she I don't think she won, and I don't know. It doesn't matter whether she won or not. Like the case when she got that girl jumped, the ones that supposedly fucked with Offset or whatever, and she got the bitches jumped, and like she didn't win for that, or at least she had to go to the trial for that, and then also.
That's funny because I'm not a hood nigga, I'm not a street nigga, but it's like keep the streets out of stuff, bro. I mean, keep the law, keep the court out of stuff. If you out here fucking somebody, man, then there's consequences coming with that. Don't be calling the police when I beat you up. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand you got jumped, so it wasn't fair, but it's like.
And I'm glad you said that.
Because it's like,
yes.
Bro, you stepped over a line. You can't judge where my line is at.
Here's where that logic goes wrong. It's because she's a public figure and she's got a bunch of money. So people are going to go after her if she sneezes on you. You know what I'm saying? And like the thing is like I can't rock with you if you've learned this lesson the third and fourth and fifth time already. You know what I'm saying? Like you have beautiful children. She has an incredible life. This just seems to be her Achilles heel is just like that she's just a Bronx bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna always be. Yeah. And it's like at some point you gotta let yourself slide. Like this is not even about them, this is about you. Let yourself slide. So like I be seeing shit like that. I was just like, man. So I don't even, once again, sort of in the background on things that happened this week. But I really did enjoy Static Selector's his little rant on his Instagram. I don't know who he was talking about, and I wish I was plugged in a little bit more. I was in the comments trying to see what like who he was referencing or what have you.
Well, break down what was said because I was inside somewhere where I couldn't click it, so I just read the caption so I know what it's about.
Oh, you didn't even see what he said. Yo, he said that we need to bring back the gatekeepers of hip hop and really gatekeepers of culture, basically explaining the gatekeepers of culture were essentially there protecting culture in some cases, and that's probably not always the case. But in his case, he's just saying, "Hey, man, gatekeepers in some cases, especially with hip hop, were there to protect our culture. You can't just be any old dude to come out here and pop out and have an opinion." I took that I heard it as him talking about streamers. You know what I'm saying? And because in this era, essentially, all you got to do is have a laptop and a Southside Did It background, and you have a podcast. Just kidding. Um, that's how I took it. Nah, but
So was he talking about gatekeeper as far as the quality of the music that's being put out? Was he talking about gatekeeper as far as the trash ass podcast that's everywhere that has an opinion on stuff?
it didn't sound like he was talking about the music, but you could easily apply it to the music. But what he was more saying is like, yo, man, like he actually was talking about Trump and the FBI director. He gave them a shot.
Mm.
But he's like, actually, I'm not even talking about top politics. It's more about hip hop. It's like you couldn't back in the day, you couldn't just be any old body and just come out here and have something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like back in our day, like for example, like the host of Yo MTV Raps was Fab Five Freddy. You know what I'm saying, right? Fab Five Freddy was in Wild Style. You know what I mean? Like Fab Five Freddy was a guy outside. You know what I mean? Like people know who Fab Five Freddy was, and if you wanted to rap, you know what I'm saying? You had to battle. People had to know who you was. Now you can just plug up your computer and you have access if you buy Pro Tools and if you buy $200 he said if you buy a $200 podcast set, you can turn it on and just say whatever the fuck you want. And so that's what he said. And so it made it feel like to me like he's talking about the commentary of hip hop. And we've talked about this like we've thrown, I've thrown a lot of shots at Kai Cenat because of
Mm.
his, what I'm saying, because of what he said about Wale. And like I feel like that's probably the energy where he was going, because we have a lot of streamers in every space now, but in the hip hop space, and
But
they matter so much to young people, and I don't fucking get it.
so is this gripe? Good as I look at stuff. Is this gripe
Mhm.
with the people that's doing it or the fans that's making these people somebody's?
I think that his gripe is with the people that are doing it, and it's just like how do we control this? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like there used to be a way that we controlled this shit. You know what
I
I'm
think it's
saying?
because we're cool. I think he said it himself. We're cool with mediocrity. So anybody that says anything, we're going to give it a time. Because like I said, my approach was I'm mad at the fans that turn these nobodies with whack ass opinions into somebody.
Yeah.
Like
We and when you had me on your podcast before this podcast, you asked me whose fault is it that music is so whack? Is it the people who make it or is it the fans? So you've held this opinion for a while.
yeah, because I mean, because I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like it is the fans. I feel like, and it's funny because music, everybody has a different type of taste, but that taste shouldn't quality and you know what I mean. Like taste shouldn't go under a quality bar though. But then again, there are people like me and you that are like my boy Chase would say are hip hop purists. And there's
Hmm.
people who just walk through the store and hear a song like a lot, and that's it. Like they don't really care about music that much. But our point
Hmm.
is like, that's cool. They shouldn't have nothing to say about music though.
Yeah, man. And so it goes back to the fact that hip hop music is now, all music is now controlled by tech companies and an
Not culture.
algorithm. Yeah, and not
That
culture.
goes under the same problem with we gave hip hop away, we give black culture away. We don't worry about retaining it, making sure it's a certain type of stuff. We give it away for any type of money. So now
Mm,
they don't care
mm,
about the
mm,
whole
mm.
purpose of what hip hop is supposed to do. Like I ain't trying to be all purist and
Clip that.
back.
Make sure you clip this. Make sure you clip this, and it's the first thing you post, because that's it.
Because
That's
my homie
it.
Deuce always say that black people, we're a people of the music, we're people of the beat, we're controlled by music, so to say. So you look
Mhm.
at the quality of music and how trash it is, that's kind of why our community is the way it is. Like back in the day, yes, there was bad stuff going on, but there was not political, but uprising, uplifting music that was trying to get us out of that. And then it got sold, and now we're the way we are, and we're wondering why. And it's because like, yes, everybody could put out music. So trash rappers get exploited and blown up while good quality substance music, you have to dig through the crates to find. Shout out to us for putting y'all onto that, but
Mm,
that's kind of the game. And it's like it's the yin and the yang because I understand like if you want good shit, you gotta do some homework for it. You know, and
mm.
you also understand like, yo, why y'all putting this trash in our way though?
I'm not here for anybody who. It's like I hear you, and I also don't for people who complain about the quality of hip hop. Like for a while, the old heads before they was back outside making music, they was in the comments, they was on their social media like, oh, the game ain't the same. These young boys don't know what the it's complaining. It's like, yo, the music is there. You just gotta go look for it. Stop being fucking lazy. Like get off of the regular channels and go find the real dudes that's making the music because they was out there. You know what I'm saying? Like 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 your music taste, your list that you put up, the people that you've been putting me onto is a perfect example. If you would have heard me complaining about shit, but I don't know who Don Tripp and Starlito is, you could easily be
They've been
what
the
did you
whole
talk?
time, my
You
God.
complaining about hip hop music and the quality of lyricism and mumble rap and this and this and this, but you don't know who Don Tripp Starlito is.
Don Trip went on like a 2.5 year run of putting out albums every last Friday of the month. So don't tell me hip hop day. Like it's what are we talking about here?
And obviously there's a reason I brought him up because you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's people in the South that's spitting like that, you could put them neck to neck with him, but I'm not really sure that there's anybody nicer than him and Starlito. Like those dudes, man, those dudes feel like motherfucking New York mixtape rappers. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they just like transplanted from another era and put over here. Like
And they
they
still sound like where they're from though. Like you're
they
not
still very much sound they still sound very much like Memphis. And like I'm glad you put me on. I get excited when I see some new shit from them. I realize I gotta put the star next to their name so I don't have to look so hard when the shit I need the internet to tell me that yo, this shit came out. Fuck
yo,
you.
when you was like, yo, who project you said drop? Oh, Jay, who project you said drop?
Makami.
Makami. Funny, yo,
Ooh.
when you say that, like, oh yes, it is Friday. Nigga, I was so hyped to go research shit or whatever, dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With the hip hop, with the bottom. Yeah, I found a whole bunch of shit. And like I said, so I had to click the link you sent me to find the Makami because he's under a different name, correct?
Octavius, yeah, I wonder if that's his real name or did he just
Like
make that
shit.
shit up? Octavius Briars. Did you hear the story? Did you hear the story about him? I guess him and Black Thought is man cool. Like Black Thought is cool with him and damn, I always be doing and your old Droog. And
Mm,
I guess him and Droog, Kami and Droog is cool. And I think Black Thought told a story about meeting Makami that Makami wasn't trying to meet him. That Makami is just like that with everybody. You know, he covers his face with the Haitian mask, and he was just like, yo, meeting this cat, just finding him was the most impossible thing ever. He was like, you would have thought that he was Black Thought and I was Makami. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he said it like that, but he was just like, yo, like he was just like that he didn't believe me that I was
right.
me and that I was trying to catch up with him. And it wasn't even on some fanboy shit. Like, oh, you're not Black Thought. It wasn't even that. It was more like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he curved him like multiple times until he finally confirmed, okay, yeah, that is Black Thought trying to holler at me. So it's like you gotta be somebody for me to want to pop up and meet you. And like he made it really difficult to meet him.
So did he literally not know who he was, or it was just
It's not no, no, he absolutely knew who he was, but he was just like they both kind of explained it and I mean, I kind of didn't really get it. I was like, "Wait, what?" Like he basically was just like, "Yo, man, like, I'm not trying to be available like that to nobody." So, it took me a minute to really confirm that was him and that you know what I mean? And once I confirmed that was what it was, then I popped up. I was just like, it should. I was like, damn, yo, like but that's real dudes move around in real ways, man. Out
Okay,
here,
okay.
don't be getting caught up.
All right, so we're making a list, but we're making a mixtape. But before that, we're gonna ramble off a couple of names of these, I guess, people who with opinions that we don't like, so to say.
In the vein of what Static said, the gatekeepers of hip hop culture, who we don't really fuck with exactly, whose opinions that I don't really think is valid. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I'll say this
and
before you get into actual people because I don't have too many people. I have the thought of. I hate when an album drops and radio DJs act like it's so fire. Like, don't do that for every single project, bro. Like, I can't stand that, yo.
I
Just
understand you got a job to do and everything, but like,
yeah, I understand
come
because
on, man.
it's funny because Ebro, I, I'm a big fan of Ebro and everything he do. I randomly hear the rap like, so I can say I know his taste. I know he likes quality music, but
Yeah.
he would give anybody props if they drop an album on Friday. Like, yo, it's fire, yo. I'm like, yo, it's not. I
You
heard him
also be having an
talking to him.
agenda sometimes, like
And it's funny because
that gets annoying.
He got Superman and Rosenberg because between the whole Cardi and Nicki joint,
Mm.
he was like
I didn't see it. Damn, I need
he
to
was like,
listen to that
yo,
joint.
just drop the song. He told Nick, he was like, Nick, just drop the song. And
Right, I remember.
Rosenberg was
Yeah,
like, yeah, I mean, we know you have to say something. People, and what's like, yo, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to say anything. I'm listening like, but you call these niggas albums fire when they be mediocre. I feel like you do have to say something. That's what it looks like,
he goes on these very funny moments where he really likes to act like all he ever does is stand on business, and like he is one of the most brilliant people that toes the line of being a company man and standing on business.
In fact,
And he's very very intelligent. And so I don't ever want to slight the dude, but like there are definitely times where it's like,
yeah.
the agenda is agendaing right now. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Like
sure. And
I'm a big fan of Ebro Law because like we're gonna bump into it. Like I left Breakfast Club and when it
mm,
comes to Street too, because they
hmm
talk about real shit. Like too many times I feel like Charlamagne and them had actual people from the black community who had voices on their
hmm
show and they wasted the interview. Opposed to Ebro not interviewing trash individuals. First of all, like if you're a trash individual, I don't care if you make music or what, I'm not gonna interview. And then we
right,
can go on to the show. As a politician, I'm gonna ask you difficult questions. Like
right.
that's what I'm gonna do to the point where people won't come on your show. Like they was like for years, with Mayor Adams, he stopped coming on the show once he got elected to his position. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even before he was always on there. And then like I said, you look at the contrast of how Breakfast Club, they have so much more of a reach, but they do nothing with their I'm not gonna say nothing because they do nothing on camera. Because like Charlamagne
hmm
has done a lot with mental health awareness and stuff like that. So I
yeah.
really want to give him props for that. But then to hear the shit you spew on the Breakfast Club, which is where you have the most viewership, like you have the most reach through that, and it's just like I don't know. But that's just me on my little high horse.
They did bring on shout to my sis. I think her name is Olay. I be forgetting how to pronounce her name. Olayeni. She's the public defender that's gone. She's big on the internet. She's a public defender. She's an immigrant. And she's been very vocal of criticizing Mayor Adams. She kind of got famous for criticizing Mayor Adams, and they brought them up together, and she fucking cooked Mayor Adams. She took
Mm,
him. She took him to work. She's been very low key because she's an illegal immigrant, and I don't think
mm,
she wants all that smoke because she don't want to get kicked out of the country. And like she been telling people like I'm an illegal immigrant and I'm a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how hard it is to get legal. Like I'm a literal lawyer. My father was an engineer. I've been here forever, and then I still can't get legalized. So or naturalized. So but yeah, I think that's a great place to start with the gatekeepers who I don't fuck with is not Ebro. Ebro can continue to be. We need Ebro to be a gatekeeper as well as Rosenberg, but definitely the entire Breakfast Club platform in general. And
with the exception of Tez Figaro, when she comes on there and drops her knowledge,
yeah,
I'm definitely going against. I'm not going against that because she does her thing in the area.
she and I haven't heard them in a long time, So I don't even know who Sis is, even though I've heard of her. Um, but their whole platform was built on being getting spicy with the artists. And I just can't fuck with that shit. I never fucked with that shit. Like I don't appreciate. Like I understand asking people real questions and having to talk about it, but they were very antagonistic towards
Mm.
artists. And Charlemagne specifically, I felt like is a fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? And for him to always be like poking and pushing and trying to fuck with artists, like that's why it's always gone viral for all the times that he gets clowned by like Beanie Siegel and like Fredro Starr, and like when Jay Z went up there, Jay Z really wasn't like Jay Z was really like brushing him off and really doing it in the Jay Z way of kind of ignoring him, you know. But also like DJ Envy, you know, is a fucking clown for the way that like he you know, he tried to play Desus and Mero, you know what I'm saying? And Desus and Mero was just like what? Like we make jokes, you know what I mean? For like are you serious? Like trying to stand on business about shit with his wife. It's like just because you got caught out there with the shit with your wife multiple times, don't try to use us to stand
Mm.
on business and defend her, you know. So they, you know, their whole platform to me was built on clown shit and mistreating people and going viral for mistreating people. So I really can never and they're such a big beacon in hip hop. I really
For
can't.
that reason. They're that big for that reason.
Yeah, and it's just like the epitome of like if you make give the algorithm rage bait, you'll become popular. And I just can't. I'm out on that shit. I've never really consistently clicked on this shit. I get mad every time I do click on this shit because then the algorithm wants to feed me more of it. I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't my vibe.
And it's sad because I've never had a problem with Angela Yee. I've never had a problem with Jess Hilarious. Like I feel like they do their job. They do it pretty well. It's just
Yeah,
those two people I don't like. I don't know
yeah,
any of them. I don't really neither one of them enough to say the words I don't like them, but I don't really like
yeah.
do something.
Jess Hilarious is very anti-trans, and I don't fuck with her because of that. She's gone out her way to be anti-trans, and like I don't care if you don't like people men that wear dresses. Like I understand that if you don't like women that want to look like men, like I understand that if that's not your personal vibe. But there's nobody in this country that's more vulnerable than trans people, and so for like you to like go out of your way to like clown them and shit like that's fucked up to me. Like vulnerable people need to be protected even if you don't agree with their lifestyle. And she very much tries to use the whole thing like, oh, this is about protecting women, you
Mm.
know, and it's like, no, it's not. You just like picking on trans people, you know. And there's just too many people in our community that don't stand up for trans people. And like if we're vulnerable people in this country, like we can't sit there and support anybody who slanders vulnerable people. Like we got to stand up. We got to stand with vulnerable people, man, because we're all vulnerable, and there's nobody more vulnerable than trans people. Those people get attacked just for waking up in the fucking morning, you know. And I'm just hilarious is, you know, she's a big one on that. So it's like, chill, bro. But we spending too much time in them.
I mean,
Um,
I like how there's stuff that like you could be good at your job, but if you don't do this, I'm not gonna rock with you. For first of all, because there's plenty of people doing your job. I can find somebody that's closer to flawless than you, so I'm not gonna
right.
waste my time
Facts.
giving you props because of the
Facts.
time. Another person that we don't like, I just don't like his list because I feel like his lists travel everywhere. Y'all act like it's the Bible.
I
Like
know who you're gonna
Elliot
say.
Wilson, I don't even know where Elliot Wilson comes from. He comes from
Or
sources.
isn't it B Dot's? B Dot is the one that makes the list.
Big facts. What is Elliot
B
Wilson
B
doing here?
Dot B Dot.
Who is B Dot then? Where is he from? What
From the same show. They had the same show, Rap Radar, the
okay.
Rap Radar podcast, and they, you know, they don't fuck with each other anymore.
How'd that happen? He got
I
mad at his list?
so the B dot list, I will tell you that I think that B dot is a valid gatekeeper of hip hop music.
Hmm.
I've never fucked with his lists. I've never fucked with his lists, and but yeah, they have some sort of falling out over the show. Like basically, like Elliot Wilson has like an incredibly huge ego, and I think that B dot just got tired of like being second when clearly like it's like I'm not second. Like who I'm the one who actually knows hip hop music. Like B Dot's more like us.
What are their
Like you
credentials?
might, huh?
What are their credentials? Like they come from the source of the vibe or something back in the day.
Elliot Wilson did. Elliot Wilson is a old head in the game, and B Dot just came up under him. I'm sure B Dot has more credentials. I just don't I don't really know. Um, but Elliot Wilson. But my bad. Go ahead. If
No,
you do you mean
that
these
was it.
shots for B Dot or do you mean them for Elliot Wilson?
Both.
Both.
Both of them.
Both of them. I would give the shots more to Elliot Wilson than to B Dot for me personally. But I think B Dot has done a good job of separating himself. If you listen to the Rap Radar shit that they did, B Dot was always the one who actually knew about. He was the one that had the nitty gritty knowledge of the artist, and I was like, even though I don't agree with his opinion, I respect his ear, I respect his knowledge because he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Ooh,
To
that's
me,
another list. That's
huh?
another list we're gonna do. The exact opposite of this. People who like aren't right. Because when you was talking, I was thinking about Wayno. Like Wayne, I feel like
Yeah.
Wayno's put
Oh
me on
yeah.
what to think about. So yeah, we'll
Yep.
be back with that list. Yeah.
We will be back with that one, and I'm gonna put Rosenberg way up there on the top of that list. He's earned that. But for me, Elliot Wilson, and the whole thing about Elliot Wilson now, the last few weeks he went viral because he was talking about how Cardi B has one of the best hip hop albums of the year that she's neck and neck with Clips, and it's just like you
That's
are
what
such a fucking clown.
that
You
pissed
are such a fucking clown. Like, you don't work? Do you work for like Clear Channel or something? Like, obviously, like, is somebody paying you to say this shit? Or are you this fucking stupid? Like, or you just don't listen to music no more? And like, first of all, I hate his laugh. He has this. I'm like, I hate people that laugh at their own jokes. I hate people that have this performative sounding laugh. And I know his shit is not performative. Like he laughs like that forever, but like yeah, man, he has this thing where he has to be where he's like super competitive, and it's like we're number one, and like in the background he always used to do unnecessarily competitive shit, and people were always just like this dude
my
is like, yeah, you acting like you trying to be a number one wide receiver as opposed to being a curator of hip hop culture, or you know what I'm saying, or a person who does this, who critiques culture or what have you. And so it just always came off as phony to me. And I know, Jay-Z lifted him up. He has a close relationship with Jay, or at least at one point he did. But I don't fuck with that dude. And like, Josephine had to remind me. I was like, man, people keep talking about this Cardi B album. Like, I really got to listen to it. Josephine was like, we did. Don't you remember? We couldn't even get through it. And
word.
I was like, yo, I forgot. And so I put it on yesterday, and that's right. I got through like 4 songs, and I had to turn the shit off.
My
I
lady got
forgot about that.
my lady got mad at me because I was like, I called it trash without listening to it. And I was like, well, first of all, I've heard a good amount of the tracks already. And she
Right.
was like, nah, you just don't like hoe rap. And I was like, wow, that is kind of true. Um, nah, it just she not good at it either. And then she's like, that's
Right.
fucked up because you listen to a lot of rappers that can't rap. And I was like, touche, you are right again. But it's like they're whack and they wrote that shit. Like
Right.
she's whack and she ain't write that shit. So it's like, and it
Right.
gets to a point where it's like, don't make me sit here and drag down Cardi. I don't dislike her. I'm just not a person that can push play.
The thing about her album that I really don't like is that her performances are really bad on this. Like, she has a really strong accent, so it's hard. She doesn't sound natural on this shit. Like,
Mhm.
it sounds too rehearsed. It doesn't, like, if you told a rapper that I want you to go on Hot 97 and freestyle, and you don't have to, and I'm giving you a pass, you can spit all verses from the album that you just put out. We're gonna play beats for 10 minutes, and you can spit all verses for an album that you just put out last week. Technically, you should know all those bars by heart, right? I don't think she could do it. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't think she could go up there and spit 10 minutes worth of writtens of things and it's because when I listen to it, I'm like, she doesn't sound natural. This sounds way too rehearsed. Sound, this doesn't even sound like you. Like, it
But like
sounds like
breakfast
your
tracks and breakfast
personality,
tracks.
but yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
doing breakfast tracks.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good at all. Like the cadences and the flows, and it just so for Elliot Wilson to sit around with all the music that's come out, and I'll give him a pass because I haven't heard the clip. of what he had. Maybe he referenced other albums, but for you to try to pretend that this Cardi B album belongs anywhere next to Clips or any of the best albums of the year, it's just
Disrespectful.
It's just nasty.
Disrespectful on both ends because again, now we're dragging Cardi unnecessarily because you put her in this category. When
You put her in this
it
category,
was
she
like
don't
that's
belong in this
cool.
category.
It was cool. That
Yeah.
was happy for her. Then you put her here like, nah, she trash. Like we already knew that, but we didn't need to say it. But now we have to
It
now.
was deeply nasty. Yeah, it was deeply, deeply, deeply nasty. We can't we've gone too far without talking about academics. Um,
And like,
academics, yeah, and Vlad for sure. But Vlad just does these interviews. Vlad is not out here like putting his thumb on the culture. Like in my opinion, like he's just on YouTube. Um, there is nobody in hip hop that in this realm of non-artists who's more irresponsible with his platform than academics. Academics is a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And like the fact that like Freddie Gibbs consistently makes fun of him and clowns him and um I just think that not only is his opinions of music completely invalid, but like his personality, he's such a fucking clown. You know what I mean? He's like the epitome of like, you know what I mean, of a dude who snatched our attention by being, by being a fucking attention seeker or whatever it is. You know, I don't even know
is he a
how.
streamer? He's not a DJ. He's a streamer. He comes from
Yeah,
TikTok.
right. Yeah, I believe he's a strict. Yeah, he's like, he was kind of it before Kai. I think even like I don't know, man. But like the epitome of why these streamers need to be fucking ignored. Like I don't understand. Like you're watching them play video games. Like is that
And it's funny because part of me is like, well, we used to be at our nigga career waiting to get next. Like we're waiting to play afterwards, or we at our homies career when they playing video games. Like I'm not gonna say there wasn't a point in our lives we were in our homeboys' career just chilling watching them play video games or
we
waiting
was
for
with
our
each other? Yeah,
yeah.
we was with each other
Mm,
and we was blowing L's. Like we was definitely there with an agenda.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and yes, I understand that watching people play video games has merit, but like to the fact that these people are now the biggest stars in our culture,
With
like
opinions. With opinions that people listen to. I think that's the part.
and like shout out to Kai Cenat for bringing the on the radar freestyle thing to Mafiathon. Like sure, sure, but like I still don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I still don't recognize you in any kind of meaningful way about and none of these streamers, you know what I mean? Like as I know there's the other guy, the DDG and the Black Boy Max and but not to take away smoke from academics. Like this all started with academics. And like the way that he tries to use his voice to influence hip hop, you know what I'm saying, and to give these opinions, you know what I'm saying? Like he's the one who lifted up 6ix9ine. He seemed to always just be doing whatever gets him the most attention with this particular crowd of people. And I just think he's a fucking clown, and like Drake paid a lot of attention to him. Drake, um, gave when Drake wouldn't talk to an Ebro and Drake wouldn't talk to a Hot 97, the real people in the game that that really should have the influence, he would be rocking with academics, and it's just like this dude is a fucking lame. You know what I mean? In every possible way. When he was on the joint with Joe Button, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like somebody.
Academics on John Buttons. It's like
Academic was
also just
on the Complex. Remember, like they had the show on Complex. It was Joe Button and Academics was the co-host with Nadeska. You don't remember that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I forget the name of the show, but it was on Complex. Um, it was Nadeska, it was Joe, and that's where the whole thing with Migos. Remember they were at the BET Awards, and it was Joe Button and it was Academics and Nadeska because they were a complex show,
nigga,
and
that
then
was hilarious. Then Button
that
just
shit was hilarious.
walk off.
Yeah, when Joe Button was like, "All right, man, let's wrap up this fucking interview. Like, let's get," what I mean? And he was mad shook. You know what I'm saying? Academics was scared as fuck. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, yo, why are you so scared, man? Ain't nobody trying to fight you. You know what I mean? He was like he, you know what I'm saying? and like he's been very, very violent towards women. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like he's really he's this dude that'll be loud, out and loud with women. He'll call you a bitch and do all this wild shit with women. You know what I'm saying? It's like this dude, he got bread too. Like he's got real bread from being this type of fucking dirtbag that he is. So it's
The
like
strippers getting money out here, bro.
they are getting so much bread, and it's wild to me. Like
I don't
I've
understand it.
I've asked my kids a few times, what is it that you like? I just don't. I
Like
don't.
kids have back kids background noise. Like they need to have something going on. It can never be nothing going on, which is like, chill out. You need nothing going on sometimes. And yeah, it's
I have you ever noticed the thing I don't like about streamers is that they have to be unnecessarily animated. They're always like, oh, they're always overreacting to shit because like you're on camera and you're trying to make a moment happen. It's like, yo, man,
So
I just need that
Mondays,
shit to go
we
away.
talking about recaps. Wednesdays, 4 for 10, of course. Thursdays, so a businesswoman, an artist, an entrepreneur walk into a bar. Saturdays, we talking about rap. Convos all week. Pull up though.
it's funny because
Now
I'm not gonna say I have beef with Cam Newton because he don't know me. You know, I have an
He's
interview.
doing that too, though. He's doing that
So
too.
I have an interview show called 4 for 10, and he
Yeah,
has a show called 4 for 1.
fourth
I don't
and
know which
one.
one came
Yeah.
out first, but his matters because y'all know about it. Y'all don't know about mine. Anyway, and I was like, damn, he's mad animated. I can't do that. Also,
Right.
I don't want to do that. Like it's not. And it's funny because I'm like, cause my girl said I have a problem with niggas that's arrogant. I'm like, yeah, that don't look real though. It's just like it's just so it's unnecessary. I don't know. It's just weird to watch that shit happen with Cam. Like it just
Yeah.
like I said, we're just animated people in general, especially when you're actually good at your job. Like just fucking do your job. I don't need all this other animation and shit, yo. But that could just be me being a hater because I'm proud to be a hater because there's a lot of whack shit out here.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah, he definitely is trying to be in that space in that Pat McAfee lane, and
Mm.
he's doing it his way, and he's authentic and all that shit with the clothes. I believe that that's just how he is, the way he dresses and all that, because he was doing that even when he was in the league, you know. But he definitely seems to have turned up the volume a little bit for, and
Which
I'm
is
just
what you
like,
gotta do sometimes when you watch,
we
when
don't
you're
need all
hosting and
that
stuff.
shit.
You kind of got to. I think me and you, we're just sitting here talking, but like some people, they do get
Right.
animated with their shit. That's
I'm
not
not trying to get big for anything other than just being us. You know what I'm saying? So that like whenever if ever anything does happen, you know what I'm saying? It's just we just did this for lifting up the culture. You know, ultimately that's what I want to be known for. So yeah, that's I don't really got, you know, what's funny. I don't really got too much more people to talk about because in my head I was like, I don't even really want to talk about these niggas like that. Like I don't want to talk about
and it's like I rather come back next week and give props to the people that do the job right. So I
and we're
think
gonna do exactly that.
yeah.
We're
But
gonna do
before we get out
exactly
here, you got let's make a 10 track mixtape real quick. You got 5? I got 5.
that. 10 and 10.
I don't know how much time I got. 5 and 5.
Oh, okay. Damn, man, you're gonna make me cut off some shit that I didn't want to cut off.
Fuck you got it, man. We good. This nigga ain't answer for it. He ain't answer for it. Yeah, we good.
All right. First on the list, I'm gonna go with Watch for the Hook, Cool Breeze, one of the illest
Oh, you like
posse records of all time. Like I know I
that?
said International Players Anthem is the illest posse record of all time. When I pulled up this, I was like, ooh, I might have had a competitor for number 2. We're gonna do one of the days, we're gonna do top 5 posse records, and Watch for the Hook is going to be on it because woo, never has every member of a crew been so diverse. Trying to outdo my last verse that I verse that is my curse. Like, yo, that shit is they all just and the shit only like 3-4 minutes for them all to be on there like that. They all just came and slid on the shit. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, God, oof.
And Watch for the Hook was like the craziest hook.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yo, personal shit, yo. I couldn't write hooks back in the Jay. Jay wrote most of my hooks, or either it came from like 4 bars from a song I never
It come
used.
from a bar of your shit. Yeah.
So I was
Don't worry,
envious.
Jadakiss still can't write hooks. Jada has the worst hooks. They're all terrible.
But and that's why I know I know I'm going on a tangent. That's why when somebody be like, somebody wrote in the song, I'm like, oh, he needs a hook.
That's it. Right. Correct. Yes.
I I wanna stay random though, dog. I wanna stay random. Oh, every chance I get, DJ Khaled and It was a Lil Baby and one of the hood niggas. I'm waiting for it to pop up. I think it's scroll nigga. Lil Durk and Lil Baby.
You fuck with that joke? Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
from
I've yeah.
Khaled, from the Khaled project. My daughter reminded me that it was two songs that I played every single time she got in the car to the max. For like straight dog. She just like she's like, oh, you don't play this song no more? That's how crazy it was. Yeah,
I
this
fuck
is
with
definitely
that,
one of
yeah.
them.
They got a few records that I like, Dirk and Lil Baby. My next one is going to be another Posse record, a super dope one. But the first one, I'm On by Trader Truth, featuring
Oh,
Wiz and Lupe. The way Lupe slides on that, Wiz, Lupe, Big Boy, Wale, Trader Truth. I'm On the first one.
yeah,
Oof,
yeah.
a vibe. That shit is a vibe.
Oh man, you coming out with more bangers than me. I don't like that. We on the wrong thing, dog. Fuck another song I love. Say Hello by Hove.
Oh, whoa.
For some reason I just love that song.
American Gangster is my favorite Jay-Z album.
That was crazy.
Favorite Jay-Z album.
That
American
came out of
Gangster.
no, I never would have expected that.
Yeah, that's the one for me. That's the one for me. That shit comes together, boy. Oof. That shit is Reasonable Doubt Part 2 to me.
Yeah. Damn, okay, when you put it like that, I can actually see it like that. That's these are facts.
Yeah, that shit slides. We're gonna go. I don't know if you know this one. In the Mood by Talib Kweli featuring Kanye and Roy Ayers is on this.
Word.
Yes. Do you know that record?
No, I don't like
I'm ready to play it. I took off my headphones so you can hear it. Wait till you hear this shit. You never heard this shit?
No, I don't like Talib Kweli.
I feel you on that. He got some joints though.
Yes, he do. Yes,
Wait till this shit. My favorite part is. He gets the Kanye kills that, and Roy Ayers is on it, and Roy Ayers is doing the jazz thing in the background. I don't know what he's playing, but that's probably my favorite Kanye Talib Kweli song.
I'm glad I saw this. The Secret by R.J. Payne and Method Man.
I've never heard that.
When I tell you this song sounds so perfect, far as like the bars, and again, it's just Method Man showing y'all that I can do almost anything. I don't give a fuck if it's just a regular dude. I don't give a fuck if it's your best lyricist. I'm going to sound like I belong in this song all the time. Like he
really, man, the dude, he really deserves some props for the second act of his career.
Yes.
Like he's really
why put on an acting career?
yeah. Like anytime you want, I'll pull up and give you. But I feel like over the last 5 years, like he's been really
and it's so many tracks. You're like, oh, he did a song with him. He did a song with him. It's like so many you just bump into, dog.
And he never tried to put out his own album. Right. Supposedly him and Havoc got an album. I saw them shot a video and everything, but you ain't never heard it.
Damn, because Havoc was going on the run with niggas.
Yeah. So next is Exhibit A, Jay Electronica, the first record that I ever heard from him. That beat, Just Blaze, Jay Electronica, Exhibit A. When y'all play this shit, y'all know who won this week.
And it's funny because it's the perfect intro to a career, so to say. Like
it really is.
But at the same time, it's a high bar also. Like
Killed it.
I don't want nothing else but this quality shit. You know?
Yeah, right.
Nothing to Show. It's from the Ghetto Boys album, but it's Willie D's single on there. It's truth. It's just truth. Some shit y'all niggas need to hear. It's simple.
Willie D is
the original
general.
Yeah,
general.
He's Unc from back in the day, like always been on that.
He was Unc back then.
He was real shit, nigga. Like at 24, he was Unc.
Yeah.
But yeah, that joint.
My next joint I'm gonna do is 8 a.m. in Charlotte by Drake. Conductor. I was like, oh, he got Conductor on this shit.
Oh, so this is recent. This is like from one of the
8 a.m. in Charlotte was on For the Dogs. Yeah.
Okay. Conductor's different.
Once I heard the Conductor, I was like, oh, he got Conductor too. Like, shout out to Conductor. Sidebar, the Makami Conductor album. Please go and click on that shit. It's Octavius Briars is the name, and it's Conductor. We got a solution. You know, remember Pray for Haiti was Makami and Conductor on that, and that was the first time I had heard Makami. It's the first time I really knew who Conductor was. They got another one. This shit is nuts.
Okay,
Anyway.
okay. Definitely gonna check that out. Definitely gonna check that out. Crazy. I'm just putting niggas on right now. Crazy by Rossetti featuring Nicholas F. Rossetti is I think he's a battle rapper also from so he's done his rounds on Radio B's joint. But I think that's where I found out about him from. And then I heard this song because Nick was on it. And then I went through his discography. Bro, nice. Bro, nice. He got some good tracks. He got some good cuts, not a bunch of ignorant shit. Like that's what I love. I won't shy away from ignorance, but I appreciate a lack of ignorance. If that makes sense. Like I don't want to be. I don't need an album with too much substance. Just hit me in the middle, dog. Just tell me what you're doing.
That's right. Because we all a little bit of both. For facts.
Yeah.
The next one I'm gonna go with is might be Conway's best feature. Might be Conway's best verse to me is The Cow. The Cow, you know that record? The Cow is West Side Gun. It's from one of the Hitler Wears Hermes joints. I don't think he speaks about, he talks about getting shot a bunch of times. He talks about Machine Gun getting killed a bunch of times. I don't think he spoke more clearly about it than he did on this. And so this one, then the beat is nuts. And remember this? This one? Yeah. Like that to me is like, I feel like I don't know if that's the one that really jumped him off, but it was for me. When I heard that shit, I was like, yo, this dude, like, I was late on that show. I was like, this dude's on another level. Like, that shit's crazy.
Yo, I'm really just giving y'all shit, yo. Like, man, I don't mean shit like trash. I mean shit like, I think I like this type of show. That's what I want y'all. I want to put y'all on to new songs. Yeah. And I'm doing my Richmond shit also. Yeah. Triple Fat Goose by Ben FM.
Shout out to that fucking name. Shout out to the name of that goddamn song.
You want Ben FM?
Ben is the heavyset cat, right? From Divine Prophets?
The slim dude from Gritty City, from that area.
Oh, he the other cat. Okay.
Yeah, Ben FM. The Beef by John Canada is just talk about being in the cold and your Triple Fat Goose. And hey, look, dog, if you can give me 3 verses about something that everybody does in the regular and make it interesting, I'm here for it, dog.
I had the Triple Fat Goose with the belt.
Yeah,
with the belt that like the jump, like a belt that robes have. I had a belt that you had to like. I had that joint. You know what I'm saying?
So you definitely listen to this track there because you can like, you might go
love that shit. I love that shit. This next one, one of my favorite Tyler song is Lumberjack. Call me Lumberjack because I wish a nigga would.
That's facts.
Yeah.
What project was that from?
That one is from Call Me When You. Rolls Royce pull up, black boy hop out. I don't know. He does all his shit. I'm assuming that was him. He does all his shit.
That beat's crazy.
That beat is nuts, and it was the first single from the "Call Me When You Get There." The one that he wanted, the one with DJ Drama. It was the first single for that, and I was all in when I heard that show. I was like, "Hey, yo, let's go."
Fuck it. Lone Wolf by Don Tripp featuring D1.
I'm in. I haven't heard it. I'm in. I need to listen to your mixtapes because your mixtape that you give is all shit that I never fucking heard. I know people be watching this like, man, he don't know shit.
No. Niggas be like, I never heard that song either. A lot of times, I really be digging through the crates because, I'm big on lyrics. So I'm big on lyrics, and I know lyrics don't really get a lot of shine.
Right.
If I find somebody that got lyrics and a good song, I'm gonna try to put you on. Hopefully, you'll go to that song and then make it to the album. Like, oh yeah, this dude is nice. And like I've done something good with my day.
No doubt. Next one. In the lane of the Triple Fat Goose joint, I'm gonna go with Polo by Vado.
Okay.
Because I was a Polo dude. Like Only reason I stopped being poloed out is because my kids is grown, getting big, and I got to spend more money on them. But once I can go back to spending more money on me, it's going right back to fucking polo. That polo, 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 polo. Like Vado, that was when I was really, really in on that Vado. I felt like Vado was going to be the next one.
I thought he might have been next up. I thought he was, but
and I don't really think it was his fault necessarily. We just, whatever. Like that was when he was in his bag, and that was that one right there.
Right there. Dear Bam by Young Smoothie, and this is because we're both girl dads.
Young Smoothie's not even a real person. All right, you're pulling out songs that nobody. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because it's funny because somebody put me on to this song. I've never heard anything else by him. I really don't want to.
Yeah.
This song is all about his daughter and
That's
his
the one.
being a girl dad. Nigga is perfect. Like it's crazy. So,
I'm pulling up all these shits when we get off.
Bad day.
All right. And I'm knocking one. I'm going to knock one off the list because my last song is going to be a new entry. But so before I get to that one, we're going to go Stay Chisel, Large Professor featuring Nas.
Okay.
One of their illest collaborations. Not the Nas metaphors about being mentally sharp versus and lifting weights, not in my physical form, strong thoughts. I'm cock diesel, brolic with knowledge. So walk with me like that. I remember the first time I heard that shit, I was like, how is it that Nas can still manage to fucking do this to me?
Shit.
Like, how do I hear him and still be this shocked that he's that guy? You know what I mean? And Large Pro, it's one of the rare features with him and Large where they actually rap together, because Large obviously just gives him a lot of beats, but they went back and forth, and Large holds his own next to anybody, and he really came with it on that shit too,
Okay. Not to be fucked with off the Locks album. Styles solo track on there. Money, Power, Respect.
His
solo track. Yeah, Kim all of them had solo tracks on the Locks album.
Yeah. I don't remember the Styles one. Play it.
Yeah.
Family, nigga.
That shit sound beautiful. Okay. Nobody home in the vacant lot.
You're gonna make me pull this shit up.
Everything we make is hot.
What's it called? Not to be fucked with?
In jail from a pest. Always seem pleasant. Happy to be present.
Oh, okay.
You should have been in the essence.
Yeah.
Why stop, man? All right, we're good.
Speaking of Styles, man, Styles got a feature on the Mock Hami shit, boy, and they fucking slid on that shit.
Another dude that never stopped.
Second song on there. Wait till you hear that shit.
But Styles is another dude that never stopped also. He been putting out projects the entire time.
I'm telling you, my whole Styles P is not as nice as he thinks he is. That take is going to come back to haunt me, and I'm going to regret saying it. Like, I know already that I'm going to be like, I really apologize, Mr. David Styles. I am very sorry. And my last one, I knocked the song off the list to put this one on because Nicholas F did something with that O'Doyle Rules shit.
The way I just scrolled by that bitch was like, yo, you my nigga for that one.
O'Doyle Rules is fucking fire, and not just because I love O'Doyle's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, randomly. I didn't know that was the metaphor came from.
So O'Doyle is a character on It's Always Sunny. It's like a family of fucking inbreds. Like they're like the weird, super weird family. And O'Doyle is like a big ass bully. So like the whole metaphor of I'm bullying the rap game, like O'Doyle, and O'Doyle is like the dude who like he's like a mad meathead, but he's fucking stupid as hell. And his whole family is a bunch of weird, dumb, like they look like an incest looking family, like they're weird as fuck. But shout out to Nick, man. His beats, he's another one, man. His beats are it. We had a whole thing where we talked about the internet is fake. We need to have a whole nother conversation about the fact that I don't necessarily think that there's 10 rappers in the country that are better than Nicholas F.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it.
No problem saying that.
With the level of talent and I'm not even talking about his beats because his beats are getting there too. His beats are getting there. I love the shit that he does. You know, the videos that he makes in the background and the, you know, he's like a like a
Comic book.
like a character. Yeah, he's like a Marvel character, you know. But you know, this dude on the mic is dead serious. Like I remember when the last when I was listening to when I was listening to that, and I was just like, "Yo, man, I'm not sure that Kendrick is nicer than this dude." Like, and I'm serious. Like, I'm dead
And
serious.
it's funny because Nick's style his old style was just making these outlandish metaphors, like
Yeah.
when you're doing battle rap.
Mm.
So it's so dope to hear that in his like regular bars now. Like it just like just watching the maturation that he made. Because like I'm not been in for the whole ride, but I was there since it was actual mixtape CDs. Like I
Yeah, yeah,
like all this nigga shit. So it's just
yeah.
it's beautiful to watch all that, and
Yeah,
it's
since
painful to be like,
Vices and
yes,
even the shit before that, and I saw him at the stop, the Joe Biden stop in Delaware. You know,
mm,
the Joe Biden car stop. You know, whatever the service area.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I saw him there, and I was like, I looked at him dead in his face. I was like, ain't that the dude? You know, and he looked at me, you know what I mean? And he probably, you know, I'm sure he gets occasionally people that recognize him. And I went to his Instagram page. I was like, oh, that's definitely him. He had a Cedric Sabalos jersey on, you know what I'm saying? Like, just so official with the Cedric Sabalos joint. And so I didn't get a chance to dap him. Had I known for a fact that that was him at that moment, I definitely would have dapped him. Been like, yo, because I'm from, you know, we from the town anyway. But yeah, I saw him there, and the realest shit ever is when he was moving around on Not Right. Like, I saw him at Chicken Fiesta.
He talked about a lot in this song.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw him
Chicken
at Chicken Fiesta, the OG Chicken Fiesta, back when it was
Yeah,
only one
low.
Chicken Fiesta, and I did big him up there. I was like, "Oh, yo, you Nicholas F, what's up?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like, he was working at Terminex at that point, you know. So he just got in the truck and bounced. I remember he's talked a lot about his. He was on Rosenberg, and he talked a lot about his story and
Beautiful
all the
interview.
different shit that he's gone
Beautiful
through.
interview, dog. I
Yeah,
love that
all the
interview.
yeah. Shout out to Rosenberg for having him up there too, man.
Big facts.
I don't really be listening to a lot of their shit, but I made sure I clicked on that. I was like, nah, shout
No,
to
after that Roseburg interview, I went down a rabbit hole and found about 3 or 4 interviews that Nick had done.
yeah,
It's pretty interesting because like you kind of know him because of the lyrics, and he puts his life in the lyrics, so it's kind of
yeah.
dope to hear the outside of that also. You know what I mean? But
That dude, you talk about skin in the game. That dude got every ounce of skin on
and
his body.
I love how Richmond feels about him because anytime he performs, boy, the crowd is the crowd is singing all this. It's just a beautiful. It's just a fucking movie, dog. I
He's the
love
guy,
his
man.
movie shows.
He's a real him and Radio B and No O is
Bro,
really holding down this city.
dog, the way
The three
No
of them.
O floats on beats is like he is, yeah, because I wouldn't put him in the nice category with radio and them, but the way he
Nah,
flows on beat, it's like he just part of the fucking,
the
that's one thing I've
maturation of
always,
his bars
yeah,
is
yeah,
also a
yeah.
conversation because
Because
he has
to say I wouldn't say you nice as them two doesn't mean you're not nice. Because like,
that Dick Fosbury single is fucking fire. That shit is impressive to me. I was like, yeah, you
all
know what I
right,
mean? Like,
we gonna put this on the mixtape too. But the last track, since we on some VA shit,
yeah.
Made in Virginia by Skills and Bink featuring
Mm,
Bonnie B.
mm,
Bro, this song, I keep picking beautiful songs because I just love how music makes you feel sometimes. And Skills and Bink, they got a whole project together. And
mm,
Bonnie B's on this song, but this is a beautiful song, dog. Like
mm.
this is gonna be another fire mixtape, dog. Like
Yeah,
this.
hell yeah. I'm gonna make sure I click on all these joints. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's number
That's
10,
it.
right?
That's another mixtape for y'all people, man. Hope y'all enjoying it, man.
Yo, make sure y'all go check for the Kami and Conductor. Make sure y'all check for that new Don Trip. That Don Trip is I didn't get through the whole shit, but not from a lack of effort. It's just because I didn't
Yeah,
even
no
know.
time, nigga.
Yeah, I'll get to it. And also, we're gonna make sure we clip this at the end too. Shout out to Haley Williams from Paramore. Haley Williams from Paramore called Morgan Wallen a racist, and I love it. You know who Morgan Wallen is, right?
Yeah.
She was on the New York Times podcast, music podcast, and she has a line on her song where she says something about She says, I'm the biggest star at this racist country singer's bar. And they were like, who are you talking about? She was like, I guess she's from Mississippi. She was like, well, she's like, you could put a whole lot of people in there that I was talking about, but I'm always talking about Morgan Wallen.
That's
Fuck him. He's a racist. She's like, fuck him. And I don't give a she's like, and I don't give a shit. Come find me at Whole Foods, bitch. She literally said that. and she got and she has another record called Ice in My OJ. It's the very first song on the record. She goes, I got ice in my OJ, I'm a cold hard bitch. She's like, a lot of dumb motherfuckers that I made rich. Like shout to Haley Williams, because when you're a white woman and you use your white privilege to say what the fuck you say and stand on business, we need a lot more Haley Williamses. And Haley Williams standing on business. That's why black people always love Paramore. Black people always fuck with Paramore.
Paramore, that's pop. What type of music is that? Rock? What is that?
Paramore, they're a pop rock group. They had big hits like in the early 2000s, and she kind of went low key. You might have heard this. You know this one? Hold on. You talk about right? White. Oh, and she sang Airplanes with Bob. Can you believe that Airplanes?
The name Haley Williams. Yeah, I definitely recognize. I just didn't know what she did. Okay.
She is in the Hall of Fame of white people that's down
cool.
That we cool with. Yeah, and she cemented that shit by throwing shots at Morgan Wallen, because she did. They asked her, and she could have been low key about it. She was like, call her who you want, man. There's like 20 people I could put in there, but fuck that dude specifically. I was like, let's go, man.
Well, bet that, man. Like I said, we talking about rap for the 19th time, and we got a big for y'all also, man. So, like D3 said, we out.
Yeah, there we go. Going on.
Same old shit.
I slept very well.
Huh?
I slept very well. Yeah.
My sleep was trash, nigga, and I don't usually end up like that. We got to show talk about the quality of sleep.
Yeah, well, you got the weight of this decision on your head top, and you out of town. Because
her decision and my decision. I'm chilling.
I know. I was trying to spin it like it's you.
Yeah.
I was about to throw a little joke in there, but it's 7:15. I ain't on my sharpness.